thanks. It's a every day when I wake up, I make sure to get my thanks. Yes, I haven't given up. Oh no, yes, I'm still trying to find my place.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final part of the past to present rebuild challenge. Potentially last part, and we'll get to the potentially part here in a second. We have just lost our third Super Bowl appearance, I believe that was. Andrew Luck ended up throwing 3 interceptions. And we'll get to why Andrew Luck is here in a minute, because we're going to do a whole ass team recap. But here are your Super Bowl winners up to this point. The Raiders won 2 in a row. The Raiders won in 02 and 03. The Eagles were your 2004 Super Bowl winner. The Vikings in 05. The Colts in 2006. The Giants in 2007. The Steelers in 2008. The Bengals in 2009. The Vikings in 2010. Us as the Patriots in 2011, where we had lost Tom Brady in the off-season. So we signed Steve McNair as a fill-in quarterback. We end up winning the Super Bowl. 2012 was won by the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2013 was won by the Patriots in the 36-0 shellacking of the Giants. 2014 was the Steelers. 2015 was the Cardinals, as was 2016, where they defeated us, the New England Patriots. So, we're going to go take a quick look at what our team is for those that maybe haven't seen the first 3 videos. So here we are. We have Andrew Luck as our starting quarterback, 99 overall X Factor. Then we have Reggie Bush at a 93, Brandon Marshall, Randall Cobb, and Torrey Smith are our top 3 receivers. We also have superstars Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams as well. We have Tyron Smith, TJ Lane, Ryan Clady, Marshall Yanda, Marcus Gilbert as your O-line, Jesse James as your tight end. And here's how we're looking like on defense for the moment. And you'll understand the for the moment thing here in a second, because I'm going to be switching us to a 4-3 defense. I wanted to try something different. And plus, since we have the beefy boys of Ionitis and DJ Reader, and since OC Human Yora retired, I feel it's a good time to switch to a 4-3 for these last 5, well, currently last 5 years of the rebuild here. So, with that said, though, there's some decisions that need to be. I'm not re-signing Jesse Williams. Ionitis and DJ Reader are going to be our starting D tackles. Grady Jarrett, what do we do with him? Because we need a speed rusher at his DN position. And then Calais Campbell over here is a run stopper. Then we also have Trey Flowers here. I apparently need a power rusher at this position, which is kind of silly for a 4-3 under scheme. What is the Eagles? Is there? Yeah, let's call it base 4-3, and we're running Cleveland's. We're going to be running Cleveland's defense rather than Dallas. There we go. We still need... Here we go. Well, that seems to be a little more fitting for what we're trying to do. Okay. So the first things first. We're moving Quan Alexander to right outside linebacker. Because that's a pass coverage archetype, where that is where Quan is best. We are going to bring... I think we're going to move Calais into D-tackle. Or left end. Yeah, I think left end would be a scheme fit for him there. Yep, he's a scheme fit. That's to where Grady Jarrett is a power rusher. So... Ugh. What do we do with him? There's now Pernell McPhee, who's a power rusher. We can move him down to left end. Or right end, rather. Because we're not in a 3-4 anymore. Bring him down. Alright, so right end. We have power rushers. What do we do? Because now we have Grady Jarrett. So unless I move him into D tackle. Yeah, it seems to be the best move. We'll move Grady Jarrett into D tackle because Williams is gone. What's my middle linebacker scheme fit? Pass coverage as well. No, it's field general. Never mind. Brothers. Brother. He's gonna be our starting middle linebacker, I think. Trey Flowers. I'll figure out something we can do there. I'll figure out the things that we're going to do for our now 4-3. But in the meantime, let's move it up. And let's see what we have for free agency here. Our free agency going into the 2017 season. We're minus $1 million. And realistically, there's not a lot of upgrades I'd even want to make anyways. So we're going to go to the draft. So Trey Flowers was kind of the odd guy out in our defense switch. So we sent him and our second of 2 first-round picks. Because we have pick 30, 31, and pick 20. We used pick 20 and Trey Flowers to move up to send him to Washington for pick number 15. Alright, so we're going to do a little more flipping. We're going to send Pernell McPhee. I mean, we moved him down, but then it just creates a weird logjam. So we sent Pernell McPhee and number 15 over to Minnesota for number 9. Alright, draft recap time, friends. I notice I don't have the tunes on right now. I'll worry about that in the next clip here. But we ended up drafting TJ Watt out of Wisconsin. 77 hidden. I think I need to put him at left end, it was. Because that's the scheme fit there. Okay, it's right end is where I need to put it. I knew it was one of the ends. There we go. He does go down to a 76, but scheme fit, hidden depth. Then we got Zach Cunningham here, 76 hidden depth as well. We are going to be shifting Mr. Cunningham into middle linebacker. Because that's where he's going to play in our new 4-3. You'll see he's a 73 now, but scheme fit middle line. Then we got Duke Riley, who's going to be at left outside, 75 hit normal. Then we drafted Fabian Moreau, 74 normal. Then we got Des King later on in the 4th round. We had a lot of 4th round picks. And then I took the chance on Kittles and Skittles, 69, nice, and hidden depth. And then after Kittles and Skittles, I let the CPU pick for me. So they drafted CJ Beathard to be the backup to Andrew Luck. Ooh, we got Trey Hendrickson, nice, 72 normal. Anthony Walker Jr. coming to the squad, 69 hidden, nice. Then we got Jalen Myrick, 72 normal. Matt Milano's here as well, 71 normal. Justin Sr., 70 normal. King Woods, let's go. And Jessamine Dunker is our last pick. Well, hey, CPU did pretty well, I'd say. What was that voice crack, by the way? Alright, y'all, we got the 2018 draft class in here. Baker Mayfield was the #1 pick. Saquon Barkley was here. Bradley Chubb, big player. Ooh, Big Q. Quan Smith was a big. Ooh, Vita Vea. Now, keep in mind, it's not as stacked as last year because we had multiple firsts last year that we kind of moved around, but oh yeah, I was gonna go a little further depth. So obviously Sam Darnold was here, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, Lamar was in this class. For running backs, you got Saquon, missed a PlayStation. Nick Chubb was here, who's killing it right now. Philip Lindsay was in this one as well. For receivers, DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton. DJ Chark was in here. Let's see. MVS. Equinemius St. Brown. Let's see. Brandon Zylstra. Well, I only really know him now because of C4's season 2 of Pinks with the Vancouver Grizzlies. Check that shit out. It's good stuff. Excuse me. And obviously, we've seen Alan Lazard. Hayden Hurst was here. Mike Gesicki, Dallas Goedert, Mandrews. Let's see other notable names in here. Notable defensive names, Marcus Davenport's the top left end. Bradley Chubb, obviously we covered. Deshaun Ham was in here. Let's see who else. Vita Vea, Deron Payne. Roquan Smith, the Maniac. Darius Leonard is in this class, as is Fred Warner. Rain Edmonds, Leighton Vander Esch is here. Rashawn Evans and Harold Landry, okay. Corners, Denzel Ward, Jair Alexander. Carlton Davis is here. As you know, he's killing it for us in the Vikings series. J.C. Jackson. Arguably one of the best corners in the game right now for the Patriots. Minka, Jesse Bates. We got Derwin James in here. Alright, nice. And that is the 2018 draft class. Alright, so we're about 8 games in. Here is where we are at as far as contracts go. Devontae Adams is definitely somebody we were going to want to resign. Delmas, there's good prospects in the draft where he's replaceable. We have a legitimately loaded receiver room right now. So even if Cobb leaves and for whatever reason Brandon Marshall retires, we're set up with Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. So I will, however, attempt to re-sign TJ Lang and Yanda. You know, pivotal O-line pieces. But I think we're definitely going to come back and get Devontae Adams re-signed and John Kuhn. Run Kuhn into the ground while we can. Because at 30 and it's just a star, I feel like Delmas is going to regress hard, so... But yeah, I think I'll let Cobb go, just because of the depth we have behind it. But our record right now is 7-1, obviously tops of the AFC East. Let's see if we can keep it going. The number 1 seed is ours, which obviously we won the division. But we secured number 1 seed. Behind me, what you don't see is Chicago and Minnesota. Got the 4 and 5th seed in the NFC. Let's see the stats. Right. Andrew Luck, almost 4,500 yards. Definitely a little bit of a bounce back here in touchdowns with 32 to 10 picks. Reggie Bush, 1,100 yards, 6 tutties, 14 touchdowns for Jay Ajayi. Nice. On 500 yards, 4 tutties for John Kuhn. Andrew Luck even shipping one in. Receiving, Randall Cobb, 1,253 with 12 stores. Brandon Marshall, 1,022 and 5. Jesse James, 904 and 4. Torrey Smith, 568 and 4. Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill didn't even get a target. Defensively, Quan Alexander led the team in tackles with 9 TFLs and 9 sacks for Calais Campbell. Calais also led the team at TJ Watt, only 5.5 sacks starting off. Grady Jarrett with 4, Duke Riley with 3. Decent amount of, only 4 picks entirely. And 1 forced fumble on the season. Come on, D. Ooh, we got a safety. No defensive touchdowns. No kick return tutties. And no punt return tutties. We had the number 3 offense in the league. And we were 20th in defense. Ugh. Alex Smith wins another MVP award. With Andrew Luck at number 9. Coach of the Year comes to the Patriots. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Phil Rivers with Andrew Luck at number 5. DPOY went to Danny Trevathan. No Patriots here. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Deshaun Watson. Any Patriots here? No. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Myles Garrett, as expected. With Duke Riley at number 4, TJ Watt at number 6, and Fabian Moreau at number 9. Best QB went to Rivers with Andrew Luck at number 4. Best running back went to Forte. Reggie Bush at number 5. Who surprisingly has held on to his rating very well. Megatron was your best receiver. Randall Cobb at number 2. He definitely played his way into a big money deal. 4 of our 5 linemen are the 4 top spots in the AFC. And TJ Lang doesn't want to re-sign with us. And Gilbert at number 10. Our entire line made the best O-line list. Cam Jordan, best D-line. No Patriots here. Danny Trevathan wins best linebacker. No Patriots here. Best DB went to David Amerson with the Raiders. No Patriots here. Mason Crosby is your best kicker. Let's go. But again, as I've said previously, none of that matters unless we can win a Super Bowl. I think most all of our dev traits should be unlocked now, too. Zach Cunningham's, however, for whatever reason, is not unlocked. Neither is Anthony Walker. Moreau obviously was just normal. He has a few more downs left in order for his to be unlocked. So, who are we taking on in the divisional? We have the 9-7 Cincinnati Bengals coming to town. Alright, are we going to the AFC title game once again? And we are to face the 9-7 Pittsburgh Steelers. Are we going back-to-back Super Bowl appearances? Back-to-back Super Bowls, let's go. Obviously, we're not going to have anybody on the Pro Bowl roster, considering we're in the Super Bowl, so we don't need to look at that menu. Now let's check our depth trades. See if anybody went up depth trade, more importantly. Okay. Randall Cobb went up to a superstar. Okay. We have decisions. It also depends on if Brandon Marshall retires or not at the end of the year. Obviously, Kittles and Skittles, he's kind of buried on the bench right now, but I'm going to move Kittles and Skittles to the number 2 tight end. Zach Cunningham, by the way, star dev. Landon Collins, I think already was a superstar. TJ Watt, just a star dev. And Quan went up to an X Factor. Let's go. Nice. But the time for talk is over. It's time for another Super Bowl. Alright. So as you know, IRL, the Patriots actually were in this Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl we lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. 2014 was the Malcolm Butler interception. 2016 was obviously 28-3. 2017 we had lost to Philly and then won in 28. So we're kind of on pace for real life. At least in this stretch of the Patriots timeline, right? As we are up 45-31 over the New Orleans Saints. Oh, I'm on offense. I gotta score this one. I don't need to come in, but I wanna. Just throw one ball here. And get a Randall Cobb tutty while we're doing it. That's Cobb's 3rd receiving touchdown. Yeah, it's looking like we're re-signing Randall Cobb. 52-31, the Patriots get the dub over the Saints after getting embarrassed the year before by Jay Cutler and the Cardinals. 30 of 37 for Andrew Luck, 404 yards, 6 passing touchdowns. You saw me throw one of them. Rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown for Reggie Bush on 87 yards. Brandon Marshall, 12 catches for 227 yards of the score. Randall Cobb, 8 for 91 and 3. Jesse James with the other 2 tutties. Defensively, Quan Alexander and Josh Norman led the team in tackles, each with 11. 4 total TFLs, 3 sacks. Picks. Fabian Moreau with a pick. Did any of those picks lead to points? No. But the rookie Fabian Moreau getting an interception. Quan Alexander getting a pick. And rookie Duke Riley getting interceptions as well. For your Patriots to defeat the New Orleans Saints 52-31. Let's go. Yeah, you would have had to have stolen MVP from Andrew Luck. But the Patriots end up winning their third Super Bowl in this. We've won 3 so far, yeah? Yep, 3. Been to 4 and won 3. So to kind of recap you, 0-2. Wait a minute, we did that in the beginning of the video. What am I doing? But based off the way Randall Cobb played, we gotta retain him. 1 year, 12 and a half. He's a 95 overall. We're gonna franchise tag TJ Lang, because there's really no way I was letting him walk out the door, if we're being completely honest. But hey, we'll eat the franchise tag. It's fine. We have no money to deal with. Onto the draft. Hey guys, guess who forgot to go over retirements? Me. Alright, Marcus Colson. Nobody of the Patriots retired. Any really big names we need to know? Jared Allen. Spent a lot of time here. Mathis was one of our original draft picks. Richard Seymour retired. A lot of the people we ended up drafting who ended up leaving us ended up retiring. So. Alright, here's how our 2018 draft shook up, I should say. We drafted Jesse Bates, number 32 overall. We're actually going to make him a strong safety, because our second round pick, spoiler alert, came with a depth trait. That of Tracy Walker III, 67 hidden. He starts day 1. Then we ended up drafting Wyatt Teller, 65 normal left guard, 62 normal J.C. Jackson. We drafted Marcel Aitman, 65 hidden. Okay. Then we drafted Sam Jones, 61 normal, and Jermaine Kelly, a corner, 58. But okay. Nothing incredibly notable as far as that last retirement goes, but hey, on to the 2018 season. You may be wondering why we're trading Jesse James, and the answer is very simple. Kittles and Skittles is a superstar depth. Alright, here we are, 2019 draft class, as was led by Kyler Murray. And then you got Danny Dimes, Haskins, Luck, Minshew Mania. And then we got Josh Jacobs in here, Damian Harris, who's balling out for us right now in New England. Absolutely a big baller. Wide receivers, Hollywood Brown was in this draft class. N'Keal Harry was here. It was our actual pick this season. Nicole Hardman's here. Campbell, DK Metcalf. I kind of wish the Patriots would have picked DK over N'Keal Harry, but Hawkins sucks. Noah Fant, Irv Smith, who's killing it for us in the Viking series. Cleveland Furrow, Rashawn Gary has definitely stepped up for the Packers. Nick Bosa, obviously one of the highlights of the class. Quinton Williams, Ed Oliver, Dex Lawrence, Josh Allen, the defensive Josh Allen, I should say. And then we got Devin White and Devin Bush, the two like prime middle linebackers of this class. Outside linebackers weren't all that good. Well, they were and they weren't at the same time, but that's just my opinion. DeAndre Baker, Rock Yassin. Let's see. Ooh, 26 Savage. Nazir Adderley's in here. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. John Abram. Taylor Rapp. There we go. And that is your quick snapshot of the 2019 draft class. Another really good start. We are 6-2. We're 2 games ahead of Buffalo in the division here. We got some contracts to worry about. So Brandon Marshall wants to play another 2 years. We have oh geez, there's a lot to unpack here. So firstly, John Kuhn, we will not be re-signing. We won't be re-signing Grady Jarrett either. He just doesn't fit on our team, so we're gonna let him go conduct business elsewhere. I don't want to give up Jay Ajayi, considering we don't know when Reggie Bush is going to retire, but I am definitely for absolute certain re-signing Quan Alexander. He's played himself up to an X Factor. We're signing him. Gilbert, I think he can walk. Landon Collins, we are definitely keeping. Let's throw him the money. Torrey Smith is in the same position as Cobb was last year. But Cobb played himself up to a superstar. We don't know. And Torrey Smith has kind of just been middlingly average, so we're going to let him walk for now. Clady. We don't know if they're going to retire at the end of the year. I think we'll throw the deal at Brandon Marshall. If he takes this one, he takes it. Okay. Because these lineman deals are getting expensive. But especially Lang and Yanda. They're really holding their rating very well. So TJ Lang, here's this deal for you. Okay. Yanda stays for one more season. And we'll throw it at Clady. Well, oh yeah, that's right, Josh Norman. He only wants 1 year. Yeah, we're gonna let Norman go. Well, yeah, we're definitely gonna come back to the table for Shaq Mason and Jay Ajayi once I am able to. Okay. Cobb's trying to go up to X Factor. Let's see if he gets it, fam. Well, we have 2 breakout scenarios. Well, we have the results of last week, and we have another breakout player. Well, Cobb failed to get his X Factor. And Duke Riley was looking to go up to a star dev. Hopefully we finally nail one of these. Because I swear, dude, like, we have a rough time getting these depth trades over this course of the series so far. Like, it's been rough. I figured, you know what, let's do this one live. Found too many of the depth trades live, so hey, we locked in a playoff spot. Cool. Alright. The quest to actually repeat the three-peat. Hey! Duke went up! We actually got a depth trade. Let's go. Alright, as you see up on the top, we're in the wild card round, which means we're in the playoffs. Alright. 12-4 won the day in the AFC East. What record did the Texans finish at? Let's auto up everybody. And then we have, it looks like Brandon Marshall's going to be retiring. We got to get Brandon Marshall one more ring. Alright, let's take a look at the stats here. We are number 3 in offense, and for defense, we were number, I don't know, about 4,500 yards, 45 touchdowns for Andrew Luck. Reggie Bush, 1,106. Ajayi, 6 touchdowns as well. Andrew Luck chipping in 3 rushing touchdowns as well, giving him 48 total. Randall Cobb, another 1,000-yard year with 13 touchdowns, 1,007 and 6. Has Brandon Marshall ever gone below 1,000? Okay, there was a stretch early on when we still had Deion Branch where he didn't go over 1,000, but when over 1,000 his rookie year, then since this is going to be seemingly the end of the road for Brandon Marshall, we're going to go over his career stats here in a minute. 873 and 5 for George Kittle, 534 and 7 for Smith. Reggie Bush chipped in 4 receiving touchdowns. Hey, Devontae got 3 scores. All right, 100 tackles for my corner. Okay. 16 okay, I'm liking this number. 11 sacks for Calais, 11 TFLs, 16 TFLs for Grady Jarrett, 12 for TJ Watt, 5 sacks, 6 sacks Ioannidis, 4 interceptions for Zach Cunningham, Des King with 3, Moreau with 2, Landon with 2. Any safeties? Not this year. But Des King did get us a pick 6, so I'm with that. No kick return touchdowns, no punt return touchdowns. Before we go look at the yearly awards, I do want to go over Brandon Marshall. 12,703 yards and 107 receiving touchdowns. We'll see where that puts him in the annals of NFL history here. He doesn't crack the top 10 in receiving yards. How about touchdowns? And not for touchdowns either. Oof. Catches? Not on that list either. But hey, definitely Hall of Fame worthy career. We were the number 3 defense, by the way. We didn't want to show you, but we were the number 3 defense. Alright. The 8-8 Browns coming to town. We gotta run the gauntlet, and there we go. And now we got the 11-5 Denver Broncos. Now, will we move past the Broncos, go to the AFC title game? Maybe go to 3 straight Super Bowls? Okay. The offense is firing up. The Texans finished 1 game ahead of us. But we ended their undefeated streak in the... They were 7-0 when they came and faced the Patriots, and we beat them. So, will it be more of the same? We got stomped out in the AFC title game. We did not go to 3 straight Super Bowls like the Patriots did in real life. Ooh, that is brutal. Andrew Luck, QB1. John Kuhn going to the Pro Bowl. Randall Cobb going to the Pro Bowl. Kittles and Skittles. Tight end 2, Tyron Smith, TJ Lang, Ryan Clayton, Marshall Yanda, and our entire O-line going to the Pro Bowl. Calais Campbell made it. And that's about it. Oh, that's Myrick. That's our kick returner. But the Texans and our Super Bowl bid at the AFC title game. I don't think I went over yearly awards. We'll do that here in a second. Let me burn through the scout points. There we go. Burn through those. The yearly awards are as follows. Alex Smith won MVP. Andrew Luck was number 2 on the MVP list. Coach of the Year goes to the Texans. Andrew Luck was the AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year went to Donald Butler of the Bengals. No Patriots here. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Lamar Jackson. No Patriots here. Defensive Rookie went to Quan Smith with Tracy Walker at number 3. Best QB, weirdly, was Phillip Rivers with Andrew Luck at number 2. Best running back was Shady McCoy, Reggie Bush at number 4. Best wide receiver, once again, Megatron, Randall Cobb at number 5. Best O-line, TJ Lang, Tyron Smith was number 2. Yanda and Clady were 4 and 5. And Marcus Gilbert was number 10. Again, our entire O-line making it. Cam Jordan, best D-line, Calais Campbell at number 6. Best linebacker went to Don Butler. Best DB went to Marcus Peters. No Patriots here. And Mason's not on the kicker list. Oh, man. Now, this would have been the year the Patriots defeated the Rams in the Super Bowl. And the Texans go on to win the Super Bowl with RG3 as their quarterback. But retirements. The big one, Brandon Marshall retiring. So it's still going to do that weird glitchy thing where it says he actually retired the next season. Alright, so Lang just went up in overall. When we tried to re-sign him, he was in 95. And he's going anyway. Oh, Torrey regressed hard. Gilbert kind of retained. I think we're gonna move on from TJ Lang. Oh, Shaq Mason doesn't want to re-sign either. That's lovely. We'll see if we can get him back actually on the open market. And Torrey didn't go up in dev trade either, so speaking of which, dev trade stuff. Did anybody go up in dev trade on our team? We already knew about Cobb going to Superstar. But now, Tyreek is going to be our wide receiver 3. Devontae is going to be wide out 2. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, our line is very old. Alright, Duke Riley did go up because we earned the star dev for him. Alright. So not a lot of real adjustments needed on defense specifically. TJ Lang's the best option in free agency. Third best offer he's got. I might have to overpay. There we go, number 1. Any other, like, incredibly immediate upgrades that can be had here? Because our left tackle's right tackle we need, because Marcus Gilbert was the best one. And there's no real upgrades to be had. You can get DJ Fluker in the room, though, for a little bit. Otherwise, no real immediate upgrades I want to make here. Because they're all aging vets, so... I knew we were going to have that, like, major drop-off after a while, but... Ugh. It's like our old guard is going away. On to the draft. Alright, here we are, draft recap. So we drafted Jawan Taylor first round. 71 hidden. Then we grabbed Jamel Dean, as you know, Josh Norman left in free agency. Then we picked up Tony Pollard, who eventually serves the backup to Jay Ajayi, because Reggie Bush is bound to retire soon. Then we picked up Amani Oruwariye as our second third-round pick, and then Scary Terry McLaurin fell to us in the 4th round, so I had to pick him there. Then I grabbed Joe Jackson, right defensive end. I'm actually going to be moving him to left end because he's going to serve as the backup there. And then we got Isaiah Buggs, 65 normal, and Donnie Lewis Jr., 61 normal. And there we go. That's how our draft shapes up. On to the 2019 NFL season. Don't mind, like, the skin tones and all that being wrong here. But we have the 2020 draft class. Obviously, Joey Burrow is the #1 pick. To Justin Herbert, Isaiah Simmons. We're all very familiar with this draft class, so I'm not going to go over it too far. Gee, I wonder what that guy's doing. But that's the 2020 class. Let's see how 2019 goes. Alright, so I went a little farther than I normally do, but we're 8-2 right now. Top dogs in the AFC East. I'm loving this for us. We got some contracts we got to worry about. Tyron Smith, yes, we are going to re-sign him. 95 overall. This will take him till he's 32. Calais Campbell. Oh, Reggie Bush is up first. I'm not going to extend Reggie Bush. More so because I feel he's probably going to retire. We'll give Tyreek 4 years. We'll bring on DJ Reader for another 2. Jalen Mills, we'll give him a deal as well. Get a lot of our good younger talent signed back up. Kentrell Brothers. He's been doing solid for us, so we'll resign. Ioannidis obviously resigning. Yanda's holding on to his rating incredibly well. I'll throw him a deal. We'll throw Calais Campbell a deal because truthfully we don't have a replacement in the wings for Calais as we do for Reggie Bush. So we'll come back to the table for that. But let's finish out 2019. Alright, there's another #1 seed locked up. 12-4 wins the day in the AFC East. Another div title. Andrew Luck, 4,600 yards, almost 4,700 with 36 touchdowns. 942 and 8 tutties for Reggie Bush. 398 and 11 for Jay Ajayi. Tony Pollard even got one. Why did CJ Beathard even see the field? I don't know. Randall Cobb, 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns. Kittles and Skittles, 1,063 and 3. Devontae Adams with his first 1,000-yard season and 12 scores. Tyreek, 322 and 1. All right, Zach Cunningham, 130 tackles. Quan Alexander with 105. Ooh, I'm liking it. Calais Campbell did end up re-signing, by the way. 17 TFLs there, 10 sacks, 5 for Hendrickson, 5 for TJ Watt. Quan Alexander, 5 interceptions, 4 for Cunningham, 3 for Des King, 3 for Fabian Moreau. As is becoming recurring tradition, gotta check we have a safety. No kick return tutties and no punt return tutties. We were the number 6 offense in the league with the number 19 defense. Ooh, that was kind of rough. Jared Goff wins MVP with the Saints. Andrew Luck, number 3 on the list. Coach of the Year goes to the Rams. Andrew Luck was the Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year went to Ryan Shazier with Zach Cunningham and Quan Alexander at number 2 and 3. We had 2 candidates for Defensive Player of the Year, and oh man. Offensive Rookie went to Dwayne Haskins. No Patriots here. Josh Allen, which is oddly fitting that Josh Allen is what would be Buffalo. No Patriots here. Dwayne Haskins wins Best QB. Andrew Luck, number 3. Best running back went to Zeke. Reggie Bush at number 7. Best receiver went to Randall Cobb with Devontae Adams at number 4. Best O-line, Tyron Smith, number 1. Yanda, Clady for 4 and 5. Best D-line went to Calais Campbell, about time. Best linebacker went to John Beeson, with Quan and Zach at 3 and 4. Best DB went to Vernon Hargraves. No Patriots here. Dan Bailey ends up winning Best Kicker. Mason Crosby at number 9. Alright, but none of that matters unless you win in the postseason. We're trying to go, this would be Super Bowl number 5 if we make it there. And we've been to 4, won 3 of them. You know, we find out who's the real top dog in the AFC East. And as it turns out, this time it's Miami knocking us out of the divisional round. Not the way you want to go out. But hey, we can at least see if we have any Pro Bowlers here. And it's the Rams and the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. Now, this year the Super Bowl would have been the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Andrew Luck is in the Pro Bowl. Randall Cobb made the Pro Bowl. Kittles and Skittles made it in. Tyron. And DJ Fluker, who we ended up signing, goes to the Pro Bowl. Calais Campbell is in the Pro Bowl. Zach Cunningham making the Pro Bowl, but not Quan, interestingly enough. Fabian Moreau making the Pro Bowl. I feel that should at least give Fabian a depth trade increase. Alright. But now, 2019, you know, didn't end the way we would hope it would have by us not being in the Super Bowl. So let's go ahead and see who wins that Super Bowl between the Rams and the Dolphins. And 2037 retirements. Marshall Yanda, and Reggie Bush have retired from the NFL. Oh, man. Am I at least able to see Reggie's career stats? Unfortunately, no. But we can see how if he stacked up in 15,535 career rushing yards. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th all-time in rushing yards and rushing TDs. He is on there at 113. He is 1, 2. 7th all-time in rushing touchdowns. A Hall of Fame worthy career for Reggie Bush. And I'd say Marshall Yanda as well. But now we have some major holes to fill. So let's go over let's kind of see where we need. Anybody go up? Cobb's officially an X Factor. He has... Yeah, no. We're going to give him Ankle Breaker. Which one is Slot-O-Matic? We'll go Matchup Nightmare and Slot-O-Matic. Okay. So, Jay Ajayi is now the guy here. Tony Pollard turned out to be a star, as did Scary Terry. Taylor ended up becoming a star dev as well. And since we signed DJ Fluker, I'm going to move him into right guard. Now we at least have a fill for there, so we only got to worry about left guard right now. Oh, defensively, nope. Fabian Moreau making the Pro Bowl did not get him a depth trait boost. That's some hogwash right there, man. Dude got ripped off. But you know, sometimes it happened like that. Well, let's see what's in the free agent pool. We have a little money to work with. Vontae Davis is available. Jarius Byrd, Greg Olsen. Ugh. I could bring in Joe Thomas to move, and we move Tyron Smith to left guard. We could do that. Cravens, okay. The spot we'd put him, we already have Quan Alexander there, so alright. We don't need any receivers. We're good with what we have. Ooh. We can have him for a long haul. Yeah, we'll move. If we sign Ronnie Stanley, we'll move Tyron Smith into left guard. That fixes that problem there. Well, at least have one more year. Calais Campbell. Like D tackles are developing just fine. TJ is developing just fine. We could go Sua Cravens here. Zach Cunningham's doing just fine. We have Quan. Maybe use some help at corner. This Des King's our top guy at 79. But I think we'll rock with our young guns for now. And we're good at the safeties. So we're going to advance the week, see if we end up signing Ronnie Stanley. And we do. So, with that, let's move Tyron Smith into left guard. There we go. We got our line stabilized. We should be good. I'll see you at draft recap, friends. Alright, our draft recap of the 2020 draft. We ended up getting Mekhi Becton at left. He's a left tackle right now. We're actually going to shift him into one of the guard spots. I'm thinking right guard here. He's 74 hidden depth. Then we got Josiah DeGuara and Adam Troutman, both normal tight ends, just as backup depth. Then we got Derek Tuska, who is also going to be a depth thing. He's going to be the backup to Quan Alexander. And then we drafted Eno Benjamin for some depth, then traded out of the rest of the draft there. So, on to the 2020 season. And our current batch of rookies, the 2021 draft class, obviously led by Trevor Lawrence. I'm not going to spend too much time going over that because we all know who's in this draft class because it's the current one we're dealing with. So, ooh, coach says Matt Ioannidis might be going up in dev trade. I'm okay with this, and we're about halfway through. We're 4-4. It's a four-way tie in the AFC East right now. The contracts we got to worry about. Ryan Clady. We'll give him one more. And he takes it. All right. DJ Watt, definite. Resign. I'd even be willing to give you a 5-year deal. Zach Cunningham, same thing. Let's give you a 5-year deal as well. Duke Riley. We're going to give him we're going to throw him some money. He wants more. We're going to give a 6-year deal to Kittles and Skittles. He wants a little more salary. That's fine. Fabian Moreau has been doing... Oh, God. We're running out of money. Ah, shit. But we'll come back to the table there. I think that was Duke Riley, Kittles and Skittles. And we don't have a lot. Yep, we're running out of money. So, Kittles and Skittles and... Who was it? I forgot him twice. Duke Riley. There we go. We'll come back to the table for them, but... Who knows? We actually missed the playoffs. Oh, we were one game back. That blows, man. Hey, JHI got a new ability. Awesome. But did anybody go up? Or dev traits revealed, rather. Becton was a star dev, by the way. Tony Pollard. He's defensively. Okay. Nothing really much to speak of as far as dev traits were concerned. Well, let's see the stats here. Yeah, the 19. Ooh, our production on offense dropped. Well, yeah, the number 3 defense, so that's good. 4,200 yards for Andrew Luck, 34 tutties, 11 picks, 972 and 7 for Jay Ajayi, 311 and 3 for Pollard. Eno Benjamin even got 4 rushing touchdowns. Randall Cobb, almost 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1,024 and 14 for Kittles and Skittles, 735 and 6 for Devontae Adams, 449 and 2 for Tyreek Hill. Defensively, Zach Cunningham led the team in tackles with 112. 14 TFLs for Ioannidis, 2 sacks, 11.5 for Calais Campbell, 9 for TJ Watt, 3 for Trey Hendrickson. Picks, Fabian Moreau had 3, and he saved. We had a safety. No defensive touchdowns. Tony Pollard did get a kick return touchdown this season. That's cool, but no punt return tutties. Yearly awards. Jared Goff wins MVP. Luck not even on the list. Coach of the Year goes to the Bucks. Deshaun Watson's your Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Andrew Luck at number 5. DPOY went to Luke Kuechly. No Patriots here. CeeDee Lamb is your Rookie of the Year. Eno Benjamin at number 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Isaiah Simmons. No Patriots here. Best QB went to Mariota with Andrew Luck at number 7. Best running back went to David Johnson with Jay Ajayi at number 9. Doug Baldwin wins Best Receiver. Randall Cobb at number 7. Best O-line went to Tyron Smith. Let's go. And Ryan Clady at number 10. Carlos Dunlap wins Best D-line with Calais Campbell and TJ Watt at 4 and 5. Best linebacker went to Luke Kuechly. Quan Alexander at number 9. Best DB went to Des Trufant. No Patriots here. And Mason was the number 2 kicker in the AFC. But, that is brutal. As we're about to go into the 2021 season, it's going to be kind of interesting when we go through 2021, because that's obviously the current season we're in. Ooh, the Titans and the Vikings in the Super Bowl. Andrew Luck did not make the Pro Bowl. Interesting. Randall Cobb made the Pro Bowl. Kittles and Skittles made the Pro Bowl. Tyron Smith made it. Calais Campbell makes the Pro Bowl, as did Quan Alexander. Oh, our former punter made the Pro Bowl. Interesting. Alright, here we are, Super Bowl week. I didn't really bother with scouting points for this season. I kind of just whipped through the sim. And the Titans end up winning the Super Bowl over the Minnesota Vikings. 2038 retirements. Anyone on our team? No. Our team stays intact for another year. But now we got to get back here. Oh, Kittle is now an X Factor. Don't have the salary cap room. And Kittle stays. And we can't afford to bring back Duke Riley. We got a lot of people end up going, so we're going to have to be good in the draft. But seeing Kittles and Skittles go up to X Factor is very pleasing. Alright, any other depth trait increases we need to know about? TJ Watt went up to Superstar Dev. Let's go. They ended up losing Fabian Moreau, but now we got some decent. We could look to improve at corner, but we don't. I don't think we have any sort of money. We don't. I'll see you at draft recap. Another unappealing draft, because I only made 2 picks. I traded everything else. But we grabbed Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, who is a scheme fit at either outside linebacker position. We're going to keep him at left outside linebacker. And then I had to do it. I had to go grab Mac. But Since we're about to start the 2021 season, I want to kind of see kind of around the league who all the best guys are. Who are the top guys? Or kind of more so how the league is different between in this universe 2021 and our current universe. So Buffalo, as you recall, moved to Austin, Texas, became the Bats, and they have James Winston, Jordan Love, and that guy. Like Alex Smith ends up with the Bears. Let's see. Trevor Lawrence obviously was just drafted by the Bengals. Russell Wilson ended up in Denver. But he wasn't always in Denver. I did see him in free agency once. He played in Green Bay for 4 years. Only ever got any sort of time in 33, 2012, 2013, 2015, and then he became the guy in Denver. Dwayne Haskins, drafted by the Browns, who also drafted Justin Fields. Josh Freeman ends up going to Tampa Bay and not sucking. But he spent his first 4 seasons in Dallas, ends up going to Tampa Bay on his own merit. Jimmy G, the guy in Arizona. Carson Wentz ended up going to the Chargers. Mariota to the Chiefs, along with Lamar. Blaine Gabbert is the guy in Indy after Peyton left. Derek Carr is a Cowboy. Rosen ended up going back to Miami. And he's got Geno Smith as his backup. Mahomes ended up going to the Eagles. I know there's many who would love to see that. Tua goes to the Falcons in the draft. Jacoby Brissett's the guy in Washington. Josh Allen's in San Francisco. Joey B, with first one free for whatever reason, is in New York. Cam is with the Jags. The Jets, obviously, they have Deshaun Watson and Justin Herbert they drafted. But Fumble is still around, and he is with the Lions. Matt Ryan, who was drafted by Green Bay after Brett Favre left. They have Baker Mayfield as their backup, by the way. Dak is in Carolina. Obviously, we have Andrew Luck. Zach Wilson's now the guy in Vegas. Trubisky went to the Rams. Bradford's still around and with the Ravens. Jared Goff ended up becoming not garbage. Teddy B's in Seattle. Aaron Rodgers spent all of his career in Pittsburgh. RG3's the dude in Houston. Stafford's in Tennessee. And Kyler Murray is the guy. Well, kind of like, who are our 99s? That's what I want to know. We have Goff, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, Odell in Denver, Le'Veon Bell, Shazier in Tennessee, Kuechly in Miami, Andrew Luck for us, Stafford, Zeke, Melvin Gordon. Those are your 99 club as of the moment. It's kind of crazy to see how vastly different the NFL is between when I started this in the 02 season to now as opposed to real life. So, speaking of which, let's get through the 2021 season, which is the final one of this series. Or is it? Alright, here it is, the final season of this video, of this past to present rebuild entirely. I was gonna go more because I do have draft classes for 22, 23, and 24, but The whole idea of this series is past to present, and present is where we are. So this is the last team. This is the team we're going with in the final year. Andrew Luck, 99 overall. J.H.I. 886. Randall Cobb's an X Factor. We got Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. Receiving passes from Andrew Luck as opposed to Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes, respectively. And Kittles and Skittles is here. I think I'm going to start JOK. Try something different. So that's how our team is going to shape up. I'm going to upgrade our guys once right now. And then we're going to send it all the way to the playoffs and let's see what happens. Alright, we full send it to the playoffs and we didn't make it. How? Wait a minute. Nope, we didn't make it. We were one game back. Gross. Alright. Why did I go into this screen? This is not the screen I want right now. So let's go over the final year-end stats. 4,300 yards, almost 4,400 yards for Andrew Luck. 34 tutties, 13 picks. J.H.I. over 1,000 yards and 7 tutties. 6 for Pollard out the backfield. Randall Cobb, 1,350 and 13 touchdowns. 899 and 5, 791 and 6, and 372 and 2. Alright, Zach Cunningham led the team in tackles, 119, 15 TFLs for Calais Campbell. That's what you want to see from TJ Watt. 16 and a half sacks. Let's go. Okay, Jalen Mills. Talk your shit. Any safeties? Yay, a safety. And Landon Collins and Quan Alexander got defensive touchdowns. No kick return touchdowns, no punt return tutties. We had the number 14 offense and the 9th in defense. So yearly awards, Aaron Rodgers wins MVP. Andrew Luck was number 8 on the list. Coach of the year goes to the Texans, by the way. Aaron Rodgers was the offensive player of the year in the AFC. Andrew Luck at number 6. Defensive player to Jared Davis. With Jalen Mills at number 6, Zach Cunningham at 8, and TJ Watt at 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Trevor Lawrence. No Patriots. Well, technically there's a Patriot here, but that's not the point. Ramondre Stevenson. Caleb Farley wins Defensive Rookie of the Year with JOK at number 3. Aaron Rodgers was your best QB. Andrew Luck at number 5. Best running back went to Zeke with J.H.I. at number 8. Best receiver went to Randall Cobb. Best O-line went to Travis Frederick with Tyron Smith at number 2. No other Patriots here. T.J. Watt wins best D-line. He better go up in depth trade. Best linebacker went to Jalen Smith. You know, weirdly, with Zach Cunningham making the Defensive Player of the Year list, you'd figure he'd be on the linebacker list too. Best DB, Jalen Mills. Obviously, he had 7 picks. Now let's see who goes on to the Super Bowl. We got to see if we have any Pro Bowlers, though, of course. And then we'll do one last through the years look before we wrap this past to present rebuild up. Alright, it's the Vikings and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Oh, Randall Cobb is wide receiver 1. Tyron Smith makes the Pro Bowl. TJ Watt and JJ Watt make the Pro Bowl. But more importantly for us, it's TJ Watt. Jalen Mills made the Pro Bowl. go. The Vikings go to back-to-back Super Bowls. So the real question really becomes at this point, the Ravens end up winning the Super Bowl. We'll go over the league history in a minute. Any Patriots? Ryan Clady and Calais Campbell have retired. Before we go look at career stats for those on our team currently, let's see if Calais Campbell broke any sack records. Not even on the list. But former Patriot Richard Seymour is the new all-time sacks leader. So let's go through career records and see where everybody kind of stacks up. So Tom Brady, that is current Tom Brady, by the way. Tom Brady from this file is right here. So that is current Drew Brees, by the way. So Alex Smith, 72,000. I don't know if that's current Brett Favre or this universe Brett Favre, but Mike Vick at 78,05. Carson Palmer, Aaron Rodgers, Brady, and Dante Culpepper up there. Passing touchdowns, obviously that's current Tom Brady. Alex Smith is number one. Aaron Rodgers, Carson Palmer, both iterations of Peyton Manning. Mike Vick, Brett Favre, and this universe file of Tom Brady. Rushing yards, still technically Emmitt Smith. Clinton Portis for our purposes. Rushing TDs was LT. And then Adrian Peterson, Beast Mode, Reggie Bush, Mike Bennett. Receiving yards, Megatron, Justin Gage, T.O. Receiving tutties, still current Jerry Rice, concurrent Randy Moss, but Calvin Johnson is close to surpassing Randy Moss on this list here. Catches, again, Megatron. Richard Seymour broke the sacks record. And still 81 interceptions in a career. Any season records broken by anyone on these files here? Ooh, Mark Sanchez got up there at 5,124 for passing yards, passing touchdowns. Rich Gannon. Because remember, current day Peyton Manning's record doesn't exist, so technically Rich Gannon has the record. But Pennington got up there. Brady was up there. And Peyton. For rushing yards. Nobody from our file. Rushing tutties in the season, no one from our file. Brandon Cooks broke the receiving yards record with 2,076. Wow. Receiving tutties. Cooks. Calvin Johnson set it. Cooks tied it at 24. And then Gage was the closest at 19. Calvin Johnson had a 19 touchdown year. Steve Smith had 18. And Tyler Lockett had 18 as well. Brandon Cooks had 132 catches. Ooh, Lewis for the Cowboys, 2024. Which would have been... I forget what season that would have been in this file. Richard Seymour, twice breaking the sacks record in back-to-back years. LeVar Arrington broke it once. Defensive interceptions. No one's broken the season record for picks. any in an individual game. No one from our file in passing yards. McNair for the Titans and Culpepper for the Vikings, tied with 7. Rush yards, anybody from our file? No. Receiving yards, anyone from this file? No. No one from this file. Same thing there. Ooh. Devery Henderson with the Niners got on there. No one from our file. And no one from our file. Career stats for my guys. Andrew Luck, 43,949. So basically 44,000 yards, 370 touchdowns, and 111 picks. JHIE. We covered Reggie Bush's accomplishments a couple seasons ago. But this is just fledgling yet. Randall Cobb, 11,209 and 104 touchdowns. Kittles and Skittles, Devontae are still blossoming here. Defensively landing. TJ Watt's got 41 sacks on his career so far. Mason was only had 4 kicks blocked in his entire career. But lastly, let's see if anybody of our guys went up in dev trait. So nothing on the offense. JOK turned out to be a star dev, by the way. I think Jalen Mills earned himself a superstar dev after his play last season. Like, I very much disagree with them not giving him a superstar dev, but not like that matters for the purposes of this file. But hopefully you all enjoyed this here past to present rebuild. I had a lot of fun doing it. I kind of want to do another one, but I'm gonna leave it up to y'all who we do next. Because my plan is I was gonna do it with Green Bay next, but I also thought about, since I did it with my favorite team, to do the next one with my least favorite team, which, as anybody that knows me knows, is the Chicago Bears. So I'll leave it up to you in the comments section for those that watch these, and I will see you here, right here on IRL Sports Network. Good day, goodbye, good night.
Every day when I wake up, I make sure to get my things. Yes, I haven't given up. Oh no, I'm still trying to find